Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Rebel Roundtable. I almost forgot what the name of my show is. Great. Happy Friday. I'm excited. I think that's probably why I'm tongue-tied. I'm excited every week because I get to talk to really cool people. But this week I have Patricia De Fonte here, and she is the founder of De Fonte Law PC, California estate planning firm, which, as you all know, I beg on estate planning attorneys and financial planners all the time for their business models. Patricia's got this down. And so she has focused on estate planning being about people, not documents,
Yes.
and has really created an awesome approach to this. So, Patricia, thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm going to say that everything that I'm about to explain and talk about, none of these are my original ideas. I steal
Yes.
all of the best ideas. I am very coachable, and I got very lucky that a colleague dragged me to a coaching weekend the
Mm-hmm.
first year that I had my practice. And it really opened my eyes because during the lunch break, I sat between two lawyers who buy estate planning firms. And boy, did I get an
Amazing.
earful. Boy, did I get an
Amazing.
earful about this jerk is never going to be able to sell. She's so disorganized, she's never going to be able to sell. And I said, well, what are you two looking for? And
That's
so I
awesome.
learned very early on best drafting technology, best tech for CRM.
Yep.
Track everything, make sure you can do reports on everything, which was pretty funny in my first year. And like, I worked with 3 clients last month. I shall enter all of my data, right? It took me 3.5 minutes. But now that we see 14 clients a month consistently every month, I cannot even do that, right? I have a team behind me to make
Yeah.
sure that we're tracking all the data. And one time we actually worked with data scientists to help us clean and organize all of our data.
Well, that sounds very
Because
unlawyer-like of you.
it's very unlawyer-like, but being in the right room with interesting people is what leads to these opportunities.
Yep.
Not hiding in your office, not being focused on being the best technical estate planning lawyer you can be.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, if someone else is paying your salary, that should be your focus.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an associate, 100% technical, 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 unless you want to hang your own shingle.
Yep.
If you want to hang your own shingle, you have to get very, very good at the back end. And you can't spend all of your time in the weeds. You hire people and
Spend
you
their
build them
time.
little houses in the weeds
Yeah,
where
yeah,
they're
yeah.
going to live.
So your tagline is estate planning with heart.
Yes.
Where, let's talk about you just told me you were at a conference or a retreat and what these guys were looking for in buying a firm. But where did you come up with the estate planning with heart idea?
So estate planning was hard. I was working with a marketing person
Okay.
years ago, and we were doing a refresh. We were trying to move my website was very much just me, Patricia De Fonte. Here I am. Hire me. Aren't I lovely? But I wanted to move to instead of me messaging, we messaging because I was hiring an associate. I had administrative help, so we needed to change the way that we were talking about things.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually one of her team members that came up with the tagline after a long conversation with me, learning how we do what we do. And the way that we do what we do is we spend a lot of time in client meetings.
Yep.
We leverage technology for our process. We do not leverage technology for the client experience.
Mm-hmm.
We are never looking for a way to spend less time with our clients ever.
Yep.
Because in my experience, it takes all the time that we spend with them to make sure that we don't miss a piece of information that could ultimately wind up harming that family in some way.
Yep. And I think, and for anyone watching or listening to this, I'm not advocating that you all copy exactly what Patricia
Oh,
does.
I'm advocating that you exactly copy.
Well, but I mean, everyone has like their own thing that makes them like that they strive for their friend that they love to do, they
Yes.
love to help. And finding what that is, and it may not be the exact same tagline, but finding what that is like key to this whole concept that you've created.
Yes.
How do you do what you do and why and that kind of thing, that specific thing
And,
that's
and
different.
estate planning with heart, it really does. I've done things like the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small
Yep.
Businesses program. So
Yep.
that's a meat grinder, and they really force you to think about your culture, your logo. You have to come to a meeting with an object that personifies your firm, your brand. I
Yep.
have the apple pie tree of life, which is also my logo, and the stories on my website at defontelaw.com. Estate planning with heart starts with me.
Yep.
Am I working 25 to 30 hours a week? Do I feel calm? Do I feel in control of the numbers? Is the marketing team functioning? Is my legal team functioning? My administrative team functioning so that I'm okay? I feel good. I'm going to the gym. I'm eating well. I'm sleeping. And then that bleeds into how's my team doing? I'm
Mm-hmm.
very, very careful with their calendars. We generally try not to see clients on Mondays. Mondays are quiet days, quiet work days. I'm usually available. So my team can ping me on Mondays and get quick answers if they need it.
Yep.
But
Yep.
usually they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, we're client facing. And we only work from 9 to noon. The work that we do is emotional.
Yep. Yep.
We have to really be calm, ready, and present for whatever is going to come at us through that Zoom screen. There could be crying, there can be anger, there can be confusion. The smartest people can't pick up on a concept if they have an emotional hook
Yep.
to what we're talking about, right? You
Yes.
can't understand the trust we drafted for your brother who has addiction problems if you just can't stop with the emotion about it,
Yep.
right? And
Yep. Yep.
so that's where time comes in.
Yep.
But we can't do that 3, 4 times a day. We
It's
can do that.
exhausting. Yeah.
We
I'm
can
never
do,
gonna do that.
and we have to be ready and present. We have to give our clients everything when we're with them. So we can only do that a couple of times a day. But it also goes back to we need to be people. How are my staff doing? Do they have time to? We all live near a beach. I just bought
Take
them
time to
all
go to the
beach
beach.
towels. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, the rule is by Friday at 1 o'clock, toes in the sand, whether that's metaphoric or real. And Fridays in the mornings, we get together and we do our team meetings, all hands, me and my ops, and then me and the lawyers.
Okay.
And that's when everybody asks me questions. Generally, nobody's asking me questions during the week. I'm only interrupted if it's urgent or important because I'm highly distractible and I want to be shown shiny things and I want to help solve problems, but it's not my job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So usually Fridays is when we answer all questions,
Okay.
make sure we're not missing anything, set our table for the next week, and then we're generally all out of the office by 1 o'clock to rest,
And
meet
recover.
our
Yeah.
other life obligations, and then we come in Monday, 9 a.m. We have our list of what we're doing, and we go.
So one thing I'm hearing from you here, which I really want to pull out, is that you had this brand, this tagline, but you're actually living the brand. Like it's in your culture of your firm, your teams, how you do things. And I think a lot of lawyers miss out in that leadership potential of becoming their brand and becoming, this holistic type way of doing things. And I really want to pull that out because I think like you have to live what you preach, basically practice what you preach out there. And I think you've really done that with your firm, with the culture. And a lot of firms are missing out on that culture piece. Personal opinion, but yes.
And that's why my core team,
Mm-hmm.
they've been with me for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And employees recognize, oh, she cares. She's
Yep.
really paying attention. She is not giving me two really difficult clients in one day. I
Mm-hmm.
control like the big client meetings
Yep.
because they're either 2 hours or 90 minutes. They're long. And I'm really looking. It's like, oh, well, I don't want you to meet with this really difficult blended family situation. And then your next meeting is with a widow.
Yep.
That's really hard. I'd rather have the next meeting be with clients who just had a baby and they're really happy and they might be a little sleepy, but they're really approaching this as we just want to get organized and get this cleaned up. And they don't have a lot of emotional baggage around it
Yep. Yep.
because I mean, we're not therapists. We're not trained in
Yes.
secondary trauma. We're not trained for all of that. The mental health and lawyers, huge topic.
Mm-hmm.
And so we talk about it when we do lose a client unexpectedly, when something hard happens. I always ask them, do you need access to a therapist? Like, how can I support you? You need some time
Yeah.
off. Like it's just you've canceled your meetings for the rest of the day, go to the beach, go hang out with your wife, do your thing.
Do something.
Um,
Yeah.
it's important. And other clients understand. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
listen, we lost a client this morning. I'm shutting it down for the day.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just have to.
Yeah.
And you would think, a lot of people think, oh, she's a estate planning lawyer. Her clients must be dying all the time. They're not, because most of our clients are in their 30s and 40s. And so when we lose a client,
it's a big deal.
it's usually one of
Yeah.
those things that anything can happen at any time.
Yeah.
it's the catastrophic.
Yep.
And I hope that we never get used to this because
Yeah.
that would not feel like me.
Yeah. Are there things that I know this, I know the answer to this, but I want you to explain it. Are there things that you say no to or types of clients that you say no to and you don't want to work with because they don't fit
Yes.
the model that you created? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not good with people who do not honor scheduling.
Mm-hmm.
We're not good with people who don't answer emails. Although, oh, so we have a trick now in our email. We learned to put an emoji
Mm-hmm.
with near our name. And so we've seen a great uptick in the speed of response from clients because our emails, you can, when you're looking at your list of emails, here's one that has a purple and a green heart in it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
The
learned it from a
subject line.
client.
And the subject
Yeah,
line. Okay, got it.
yeah. That was a trick that I learned from a client. He's like, oh,
Okay.
yeah, everybody answers my emails right away because I have this stupid emoji in there. See, I don't need an original idea. I'm
Right.
a thief. I'm a thief.
I mean,
Um,
that's what you put the thing, but you don't steal everything and try to implement exactly as that person did. You take it and you adapt it to what your firm needs. And that's what I keep trying to tell people. Stop copying and pasting. Take
yes,
like your own ideas out of other people's
I
ideas.
can go to a 2 or 3 day seminar. I'll go to
Mhm.
Clio,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And I will hear all this great stuff. And I'm writing down ideas. And then I
Right.
take it back and I talk to my ops director. I'm like, okay, so here are the 10 ideas I wrote down. Which five do you hate?
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of those.
Yep.
The remaining five, what's actionable and what's going to make us money or save us time on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
And then those are the things that we'll fold in and we'll do. We also practice Kaizen, which we use it as a verb. Hey, Kaizen that.
Okay.
So small incremental change.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's a note from a client. Sometimes we just had an intern. And so we had her go through all of our standard operating procedures, all of our agendas to look for holes because we have too much institutional knowledge. Everybody's been here too long.
Yep.
So how do we improve our back end process to make things better for the clients and to make things better for us?
Yeah.
We're always asking the clients to do less. I mean, our intake forms, we tell them, oh, spend an hour and just guess.
Yep. Just do your
They're
best.
shocked by this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, well, how could you possibly know who all of your successors and agents are going to be? And how could you possibly know who gets what if you don't understand
What
the
that means.
implications of leaving real estate versus retirement versus highly appreciated stock versus just your cash?
Yep.
We have to, I don't want you to guess. I don't want to get a bunch of forms we can't use. Just tell me maybe who might be in charge. Give me a sense of, tell me what your stuff is. I need
And yep.
that.
Yep. Yep.
And then, and this is critical, and I wish every lawyer would do this, get a list of your clients' advisors.
Yes.
Please make sure your clients have umbrella insurance,
Yep.
that their life insurance is up to date, their homeowners is up to date. Are they working with the right kind of CPA? Most
Mm-hmm.
people are not.
Yep.
People, people who are, people who work at Anthropic have CPAs who only do look back taxes. I'm
It's
like, oh,
amazing to me, like the
no,
number
but
of
then I tell
professionals that
them,
aren't
go in
there.
your email right now and read me some of the emails from your CPA.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, they've been hammering me for this and I've been ignoring them. So
Yep.
it's not the CPA. It's people work 70, 80 hours a week. And so it's just too much. But there's something about being a lawyer, your clients will listen to you. Their
Sometimes.
insurance broker will send them an email every
Yes.
week. Can we review? Can we review? And they'll ignore it. But if
Yep.
we tell them,
Go
you
redo
need
it.
to go and spend an hour with your insurance broker, they need to explain everything to you. And if you don't give them all the information,
Mm-hmm.
when the time comes and you actually have to file a claim, you'll have no one to blame but yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
When your dog bites someone and you are not insured for that, don't come crying to me. I mean, you can come crying to me. I'm a sensitive, empathetic
Yes.
person, but
You'll
it's not
listen.
going to help you.
Right. It's not going to get you where you need to be, just
Yeah.
me being empathetic about it.
I think it's really important for every lawyer to have a Rolodex like a Ferris wheel, not of
Yep.
people you met somewhere, people you know.
You know and
If you've
trust their
got
work.
like
Yeah.
10 to 12 financial advisors who really know their business
Mm-hmm.
and work with different classes of clients.
Yep.
10 to 12 CPAs, same thing. A
Yep.
few great insurance brokers. And then entity formation,
Whole nother
intellectual
thing.
property,
Yep.
family law attorneys, prenups, postnups, divorce. You have to
Yep.
know enough of these people, or you just refer them to me. And I know all those people. in
We act as these
California.
hubs of
In
referrals.
California, it's really important. I don't think that any of us should stay like head down
Yep.
siloed. Ask your clients, who's your estate planning lawyer? Who's your CPA? Who's your financial advisor? Do they talk to each other? When's the last time you talked to them? Is everything up to date?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how we can really help someone. If the only thing we're doing is
Stress.
exactly what they paid us
Yep.
to do,
Yep.
I feel like we've done them a disservice because they don't know what they don't know.
Yep.
And the most sophisticated clients I have, they don't have umbrella insurance. They've never heard of it because Liberty Mutual doesn't advertise it on TV, right? Mayhem
Yes.
from Allstate isn't talking about it.
So so of your firm, you've got this fairly unique firm that you've created around you, but this estate planning with heart. I feel like a lot of lawyers argue with me that if they create this unique thing, that it's not sellable. And
Mm.
I highly disagree with that. But they're like, oh, my name's on it. Well, don't put your like that. It's the firm isn't your name. It's your systems, your brand, your all these things out there. But I hear that a lot. It's like, oh, this is all about Patricia. No one's going to want to buy that. What do you
But
think?
it's not all about
I
Patricia.
know.
It's all about estate planning with heart. And
Yeah.
you know what it is for a buyer? It's my impeccable Clio Sierra. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's showing a buyer how much money I'm able to pull out of this business for
Yeah.
myself. I think that that's something I learned very recently because I thought that I needed to hit a certain revenue number. I don't know where I got it from. I thought, oh, I need to do 2 million consistently and then I can sell it.
Yeah.
And then I talked to a couple of brokers and they were like, oh no. And they hugged me and they're like, that's not it at all. So now what I understand is I'm really looking at total owner compensation.
Yep.
And so I'm looking at my base salary, my distributions, what I'm paying for my retirement account, the money that I pull out for my taxes, etc. I
Mm-hmm.
love profit first. I'm always
Yep.
trying to be better at profit first. And so that's what I'm hyper focused on. For me to push to a $2 million firm, I need more people.
Mm-hmm.
I need to expand. I'm not sure I want to expand because I have a perfect little jewel.
Yeah.
And knowing that I don't need to hit this fantasy number, knowing that really what a potential buyer is looking at is how much money can I, the buyer, pull out of this business? That's given me a different perspective. And now instead of thinking, well, I need to hire more lawyers so we can see more clients, my focus is on additional deliverables, like
Yeah.
more luxury deliverables. Maybe we have a successor trustee manual with some additional reading, and we can hold a meeting with the trustee. We can do a beneficiary book. There are other things that we can do to support our clients and get paid for those things.
Yeah. Yeah. You are very big on educating clients, educating referral partners, educating people all together. Does that build into your estate planning with heart? Like you've created a lot of materials out there.
Yes. I firmly believe if you're your client's only advisor, you're a hack. That's it. And if you're not engaged in interdisciplinary study, you're really missing out. Like that is where so much of the intellectual engagement comes from.
Mm-hmm.
I love being with a financial advisor, an IP lawyer, and then just saying to them, oh, shut up. I never heard of that. Say more about like, shut up and
Yeah.
say more, right?
Say more. Yeah.
Tell me everything. Oh my God, let me write this down. It's so exciting to learn something new. And then weirdly, what tends to happen is like within 10 days,
Yep.
like I just heard about that. I can get you to the right person for that.
Yeah.
I know what that is, and it makes you better at what you do.
Yep.
So I strongly believe in interdisciplinary education. And so I haven't really spoken to other estate planning lawyers. I should. It's on my
Mm-hmm.
list, maybe for next year.
Yeah.
But I'm very focused on, I work with a lot of divorcing clients. So I do a
Mm-hmm.
lot of education, California bar, and then groups of divorce lawyers. We've sponsored events for the intellectual property bar for California. I just spoke at the Real Property Summit up near Yosemite, and I went whitewater rafting.
All
First
kinds of
time.
fun. Yep.
I was like, it's a bunch of lawyers. How
It's a tax
serious
write-off.
can it be? Yeah, it was scary. Okay, it's real. They don't care if you're a lawyer. We're like, there's a lot of liability with this. We're like, oh, shut up and row. Um,
You signed a waiver.
Yeah, you signed the waiver. Too bad, lady. Boy, I was locked in. I did not fall out of the boat. I was terrified. And so spending time with, and I like to do panels. I like to sit
Yeah.
on a panel with like for divorce, a
Other,
CDFA,
yeah,
the divorce lawyer, me, maybe a mortgage broker. And we also, when my team wants to learn something, we find someone to come in and teach us. And then we just invite whoever else wants to come. We record it and we put it on my YouTube.
yep. And I think that organic development of things is something that lawyers think is all strategy. And a lot of times it's just, hey, I want to learn about something. I'm going to share it. And it's a great
Yeah.
YouTube
Instead of
piece or
just
something like
scheduling
that.
a 1 hour Zoom,
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
more purposeful about it. What I can't do is what you do. I could never have a podcast. That would give me a heart attack. Like, oh my
Why?
God, I have to find guests and it has to be at a certain time. And then we have to, no. The this education piece is much more organic,
Yeah. Yeah.
and being on panels, recording stuff with other
Yep.
people, it's usually, oh, we met somewhere. We are a vibe,
Yep.
right? We, the way that
Yep.
you and I are, you know, like talk about something is compelling. And
Mm-hmm.
so let's go compel other people to listen to us. Let's get it out there. And an approach I really like is I will build a panel.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go back to divorce. Build a panel with, you know, various experts, and then everybody takes that panel and you can mix and match. Maybe
Yep.
I'm not always available. Do it with a different estate planning lawyer. If you're not available, I'll do it with a different CDFA. But we've built the bones
Mm-hmm.
and we know not to say the wrong thing about each other.
Right.
Because divorce, they will all say, and be sure to get your estate plan done when your divorce is final. Could you please get your estate plan done before you file for divorce? That's better. That's so better.
Start at the beginning. But I think lawyers often miss out on those collaborative opportunities. Like they're not always, they're very tunnel vision. I'm a lawyer. I know. I don't think I have tunnel vision because I'm just so weird. I can't actually be a regular lawyer. But I do think a lot of it's that tunnel vision, and they're worried that this isn't how things have always been done. Our clients won't take them seriously if they're doing these weird things.
Oh
And
my gosh.
I think it's the
Clients,
opposite.
when I meet with potential clients, I always close with, so what's our next step? Do you want to get
Mm-hmm.
on the calendar? Are you thinking? Are you talking to other lawyers?
Mm-hmm.
If they're talking to other lawyers, I tell them. Well, I tell them, I'm going to give you a list of things I want you to ask this lawyer
Yep.
so that you are comparing apples to apples because we're more expensive and I want people to really understand the value. Make sure they have an amazing network because if they don't, they're not going to spot issues for you and they're not going to be able to provide referrals.
Yeah.
Make sure they're investing in the best tech and they have great cyber insurance. If they're not doing this, they don't take you seriously. They're afraid to spend money on their infrastructure. And I don't know how much longer they're going to be around.
Right.
Right. And
Well,
then
I
there
think,
are a few other like very estate planning specific things.
yeah.
And I win these beauty contests all the time because I think it's very strange that lawyers, but it's everybody.
Yeah, I don't think it's that you're more
People are not
expensive.
serious about the business of their business. I meet with clients all
Yeah.
the time who are,
Yep.
oh my God, they have a rental property and it's in an LLC they created on LegalZoom
Of
and they
course.
don't have the right insurance and they're not doing anything with this LLC that would get them asset protection. They think that filing that
Find the
document,
LLC
paying
document.
$800 gets
Yeah.
you there. It
Yeah.
gets you nowhere.
Yeah.
And so this isn't just lawyers. This is
Yeah.
everything
Everyone does it. Yeah.
who just isn't taking the business of their business seriously. My first hire was my bookkeeper. My
Mm-hmm.
second hire was IT.
Yep.
And this was within a week.
Yep.
And my bookkeeper's still with me. And I have I had great IT and then I outgrew him. And now I have amazing IT again. And I have my IT check my vendors
Yep.
and make sure,
Make sure
and my
that they're.
insurance broker checks my vendors
Yep.
because I'm
Well, even cybersecurity
paranoid.
insurance won't cover you if you don't follow the right steps to ensure that you're checking your vendors and things like that. So
Yeah. So I mean, I suffer from catastrophic thinking
yeah,
because my job.
it's your job. Yeah. Well, and I would say that you said something about you being more expensive, but I wouldn't say you're more expensive. You're more valuable.
I
And
think so.
yeah. And so it's not that you're expensive or more expensive than everyone else. It's just you're offering more and better services than everyone
Uh, and you
else.
know, it's not hard to do it with a lot of automations.
Yeah.
We have automations. If you contact my firm, you're going to get 12 months of messages.
Yep.
After you have joined us as a client, there are a lot of automated messages that are going out. Clients are, you know, we need you to get the newsletter because if there are changes in the law, it's your responsibility to contact us.
Right.
You know, in the newsletter, that's where you're going to learn things. So keep getting it and forward it to your friends so that they hire me.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
and then, you
Good
know,
marketing.
we offer a free meeting every 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm very, very concerned about a beautifully crafted trust that won't work because the stuff isn't in it.
Something's changed.
And it
Yeah.
might be that the clients made a mistake, but it might be that their bank got gobbled up by another bank. And
Mhm.
now they don't have beneficiary designations anymore because the AI doing the back end screwed up.
Yeah.
And so we need to come together and make sure that everything is still in place and working. Sometimes the clients get mad. They're like, I don't want to do another schedule of assets. Well, you have to double check. It's your responsibility
Right.
to
Right.
do that. And if you do that, then you earn 1 hour with a lawyer who has an LLM. Right?
Yep.
We're not so easy to get to. There aren't so many of
Exactly.
us.
There
And
aren't that
so
many
they
out
really
there.
value that. And it is a huge referral driver.
It is. Yes. I
Most of the
can.
people I work with who already have trust, like, where's your lawyer? And they're like, I don't know. Oh, I never heard from them again. Like, well, that's not nice.
But it's also like typical for the lawyer industry in general is there's not great follow-up. There's not like
But there's
that
no excuse anymore
big
now
picture
that we have this
thinking.
great tech.
I know. I agree.
Maybe it was harder before, but
Yeah.
now with a press of a button, you can send,
Someone.
please
Yep.
send
Yep.
9 years worth. And then our CRM tells us, okay, 9 years have gone by. Boop. I mean, we haven't gotten to that point yet, but I was
But
like,
you
oh,
will.
refresh for another 9, right?
Yeah, that's funny.
It's so easy. And the good news is you don't have to write this. Hire somebody who knows how to do this
Yeah.
stuff. So just write all that, and then you just plug it into your Clio or Smokeball or whatever you're using.
Whatever you're using. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I do have to wrap up because we get start going on and on and on about some of this stuff because I just love when lawyers think like outside the box or they think about their client experience or they think about what makes them unique because that's the firms that are making the most money these days. And I love to talk about it. But on the Rebel Roundtable, we do have our Spotify playlist. And so, what is your Rebel anthem that you want to add to our playlist?
Joan Jett, Bad Reputation, because I have been told a billion times by the old guard, you can't do it that way. You know what? I made over $1 million last year with a part-time law firm.
Yep. Yep. I love it because the old guard still begs on me all the time about how
Yep.
you can't do it that way. And I'm like, but I kind of am. So
Watch me.
yeah, watch me, try me. So where can people find you if they want to find you? Estate planning services or all of your
Sure.
resources?
Yes. So defontelaw.com is my website.
Okay.
My name is Patricia De Fonte. You can see it down there at the bottom. And so please find me on LinkedIn. I am prolific on LinkedIn. And we also have a YouTube channel.
Awesome.
So if you Google my name, I'm the only one who comes up. I'm the only Patricia De Fonte in the entire US of A.
Well, that's awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much for being here. And we really appreciate your time on the Rebel Roundtable. And I have a feeling there may be a follow-up episode in the future where we can dig into some of the fun things that lawyers aren't doing but should be doing. So
I love
thank
it.
you. Yeah. Thank you to everyone who's watching and will watch in the future because I know not everyone catches this live. I don't know why you all don't clear your calendars for 9 a.m. Pacific on Friday mornings. But tune in next week for the next